Hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Race League Division 2, round 17 of the championship for the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka. I just want to wish everyone Happy New Year, and I hope you had a nice Christmas break. Back to the grind for the next couple of weeks until the season's end. A bit of a sad note today, learning of the passing of someone who is seemed to be quite close to some of the other drivers here. NSX Mads, unfortunately, he's like 26 years of age, absolutely tragic, and the guys will be running a black and white helmet designed for today, and please bear with us when we're heading into qualifying so we can have a minute silence, and all drivers are not expected to go to track until the 17-minute mark. Yep, guys, don't forget about the minute silence. Right, cheers guys, you're free to leave your garages. How long do we start? Starting now, buddy. See you as first out on track. The James. Yep. See if McLaren can hold on to it on the outlap. Right, standings after the Christmas and New Year break. Solar still leads the way on 231 points ahead of Re 17 in second place on 207. Look, kind of comfortable lead, but not one that Solar can really completely back himself with. Myself in P3 on 168 and Carps narrowly behind on 155. F1 Antics kind of best of the rest with 110. Callum Davey 86, Fred the Red on 80, H Collins 77, James Killer 75, Matteo unfortunately having to back out coming into the new year on 61, Not Luke Beck in 56 points, Bradley Ellis in 30, and Ellie rounding out in 26. And that's all of the full-time drivers. Constructor standings, Ferrari dominantly lead the way with 387 points ahead of Aston Martin 283, McLaren P3 at 242, Red Bull 138, AlphaTauri 105, Alfa Romeo 95, Mercedes 92, Williams 83, Haas 59 and Alpine right at the bottom with 46. I'm just going to ride on board with James's camera. Steady, sum this up. We won't be at a complete disadvantage if anyone wants to start on the mediums. Bear in mind any early safety cars will probably jump them up the order a bit, then a quick soft stint till the end. Expecting it to be a one stop quite easily, to be honest. Simple soft, medium or medium soft will do just fine around here, as well as any late safety cars. Just pick for another set of softs and that could lead us for something very interesting. Yeah, two drivers making their Nhrl debut today. Got third by Gaming in AlphaTauri and Pep Harvey in the Williams. And both drivers are driving by themselves for the moment, unless if anyone else wants to take the seats over. And for a medium time, that's a 30.8. Not a bad medium time at all. As Reese goes a bit quicker, a couple of tenths. 30.5. I believe that is one of the Red Bulls coming out. F96 invalid. Fred's time is still valid. He's got Bradley Ellis just behind. To line 30.4. That would be an alright time if it was on the mediums, but definitely not for the softs. He's got Bradley Ellis 30.1. He must have had a half spin somewhere. And third by Gaming 32.8. It's okay, he's still learning the track, I think. Okay guys, I'm definitely not used to this many people watching, Jesus Christ. On board with the main man of the hour. See where I can drag the Williams up. And it is P5, 32.8. Definitely time left on the table for the medium runner. Ride on board with Solar for lap. I'll keep an eye out if anyone is going to improve on the times. But I definitely want to be keeping an eye on the championship leader for the time being. James improving again, 30.3. Still check the tyres. Yeah, for medium times, that's not a bad effort at all, James. There we go. Ferrari looking very steady. I'm not really sure if he's going to be quicker with the Williams in front of him. That Harvey should really be moving out of the way and making contact with the championship leader on his quali run. Definitely not a good first impressions. Is he going to be able to get a cheeky toe off Red Bull? Maybe. Probably doubtful. He wasn't behind him for very long. Still setting purple times. I wouldn't be surprised if Solar can get himself into the 129s. 8, 9, yeah, 292. And that was a little bit of a impeding there on that lap. H. Collins has invalid, but I might ride on board with him for his next lap. See, is James Keller actually still pushing? Doesn't look like it. Probably just a save lap or something. Where's F1 Antics? Still invalid. Where is Collins, so I know he's on a lap. Solo staying to the right hand side. Collins plenty of space. Degner one. Bled off a little bit too much speed, but he's keeping it on the track. Not a lot of ERS left in that Mercedes. I think he's doing one lap after another. So when you leave the garages, you can turn your battery down on your out lap, but the moment you cross that line for your flying laps, it's done. It's just stuck in hot lap. We know that's the fuel, sorry. I think ERS you can... Yeah, I think the ERS does still get stuck at the moment you're on a flying lap, and that's an invalidation from Collins anyway. It's Harvey, is he coming into the box, or is he going again? Apparently he's up in his time. Doesn't improve, but doesn't improve in his position. Collins back in the box, probably wanting to change the tyres. F96 going again. Reese is slowing down to give himself a bit more space. Reese on his outlap, so he'll be pushing very quickly. Wilfred's gone. He's actually binned it in the first sector down at just on the exit of turn 2. And F96 that quick, he decides he wants to try and do it on a different tyre. He's 30.5, was that an improvement? No, he's started just right on board with the Aston Martin. His best time at the minute would have been... Yeah, so that was a medium time. A lot more time on the table for him. Yeah, guys, anyone's watching, let me know who you're supporting it today. At least I know to give a little bit more airtime to. We'll drive out the hairpin from Reese, but we'll find out when into the third sector if it's been worth his time. Nine tenths up, so would it be enough for pole? Probably not at this stage. You'll need to absolutely master the final chicane. It will be close. No, Reese, what are you doing, man? Finish the lap. Everyone else is going on the softs. And guys, in Division 2, 2 points for pole position. And points already being offered in qualifying here. Oh. I suspect that Alpine is... it's done what I think it did. Not a bad job from third after a pretty lengthy absence away from the game for a while. Which one of the Red Bulls is... well, moved into the F96. I just don't know who to be on board with for a flying lap. Because third won't improve. Third's probably on a Nhrl. It's one above Solar. Championship leader! Oh my god, he's binned it! Maybe a bit of damage to the diffuser. His tyres are wrecked. He's very lucky not to DNF from that. Pressure's going to be mounting on this one. Atlantics on the flyer. How's he coping in the S's? Seems okay. Bit harsh on the track limits. It's not like you can gain that much time there. And Colin seems to have crashed at 130R. Or is that at the first Egner? I can't tell. Third, see if he can improve. He should do. No, down quite considerably. Probably box it again, man, then get new tyres on. Up on board solos, he's about. Actually, no. Atlantic's invalid. Who's that on the lap? No, I'm just going to run on board with solo again. It's a much better first sector there from Solo. Down by a tenth, but it looked tidy. The tenth is nothing if you can find it coming out of these corners. At the final chicane, chucks it in. Into the line, stay as close as you can to the wall. He's gone 2 tenths quicker, 29 flat. Good job, man. Bradley being apparently a second down already. And with that much time to find, wouldn't put it past him improving in the final sector. See if it will improve, otherwise I'll jump down and have a look at the Aston Martin. Wait, no, he's not going to improve, his ERS is on. Recent 9 tenths quicker, see if he can nail this lap together. Steal pole from his now tighter rival. It won't be pole, but it's a hell of an improvement. We're still about 4 tenths off, and he'll know where he's lost that time. Not a lot of time left to improve either, unless he's got enough fuel in the car to go again. Williams might be going slowly. James is on the lap. Nope. Solar. Nope. Atlantics. Out lap. Have someone on a lap, please. Beard, thank you. Oh dear. Don't worry, mate, the lap's still valid. Let's hope he's got enough fuel to go again. Maybe? No. Oh, he's had enough. Mate, if you want to crash your car, just watch a professional. So let's ride on board with him now. So we're calling it a day in the pits. To be fair, James really pushing the car to be 9 milliseconds down the first sector. I think this will be a fairly solid lap. To be fair, he's doing the right thing by keeping it to the right hand side. Missed the apex of it. Kept the car steady mid corner. lacking the drive on the exit though. Looks like the engine was bogging down almost. Having said that, it's still purple. 10th and a bit up. So I know you could easily improve. It just depends. No, man. That would have... Yeah, wouldn't have even got another run in anyway. Right, F96. Time on the board. P3! See, you can do it, man. You just need to keep it together. Where is third, actually? He's in front of me. Oh my god. No. Oh, you idiot. Third, mate, that is definitely going to be a penalty. It's going to be annoying for Reese because that car will still hold him up. That's quali over. Right, top three then. Solo getting pole position for Ferrari, Reese 17 P2 in the Aston Martin, F96 P3 in the Red Bull after finally getting his lap together. A little bit worried about James off start though, the only car qualifying on the mediums. However, I think his pace should be okay, but he needs to nail that initial launch as soon as the lights go out. Fuel strategies, tyre strategies being decided as we speak. It's a really different camera angle, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. That's confidence inducing, isn't it, mate? God's sake. I hope he's able to stay close to Collins, otherwise he's going to be DQ'd from the formation lap. Solo will not want cold tyres. Anyway, Solo championship leader in pole position for Ferrari, getting 2 points for himself and the constructors. We have Reese 17 lead second in the drivers championship, P2 for Aston Martin. F96 finally getting the lap in that he needed, P3 for the Red Bull. James Killer P4 in the McLaren, very good job and a very competitive time set on the medium tyre. Fred the Red moving from AlphaTauri to Red Bull over the winter break. He's ahead of debut driver third by gaming P6 in the AlphaTauri, fifth by gaming P7 for Alpine after a pretty lengthy return. Harvey P8 in the Williams, really joining us, having his debut today in Japan. Bradley Ellis, P9 for Haas, looks like he's been DQ'd somehow from qualifying though. Ellie P10 in the sister Alpine, with H. Collins not being able to set a time from qualifying due to DNFing before any attempt could have been made. Oh. Right, the game will have taken over control of the cars as it starts to line up on the grid. It looks like Solar will be safe. Hope his tyres are nice and toasty. Right, would have been waiting for Solar on the grid. Once he's in position, then we can get going. Right, lights are coming on. Oh dear. That's out and away they go. Third jump in the start. Oh, that's Williams. Looks like it's been... No, not Williams. Who was that? Bradley spinning as well. That's third around. Faber Gaming was the blue car that had been spinning off. Still not over yet. They all have to navigate the S's. Ellie up into P5 just by keeping it clean off start. 5 places up in 3 corners. You can't complain about that one. Yeah, H. Collins as well staying out of trouble from the back of the grid all the way up into P7. Yeah, it's going to be a horrible time for the guys making their debut today, even though Harvey seems to be the better of the two. So it's on board with Fred, potential closest fight. If he can keep his head cool, he should have the Alpine shortly. Into 130R, is he going to be brave or is he going to be sensible? Looks like it's a latter. Is he going to go for the gap? No, thinks better of it. Probably no harm trying to stay behind the Alpine for the time being. Give him a little bit of a tow. You don't want to be stuck behind it though. Too much battery usage, man. You'll probably regret that later in the race. Diving down the inside into turn 1. Both cars are using a bit more of the curve than they probably would like. But they made it through. Oh, he's lost it. That wasn't a DNF. So that wasn't Ellie's fault. He'd already lost it as they were going through the corner. Ellie just kind of finished him off. Collins now closest driver to fight the Alpine. Oh no. Alpine losing it as well. Ellie keeping control of it reasonably well. He's still in P6 though, very good points for Alpine. Yeah, there's a bit of a fight brewing for the top 3 though. Especially if Reese and Solar end up coming to blows. That could leave the door for F1 Antics to get a win. Reese showing his pace at the minute with 133 flat. DRS will be enabled now this lap, but they can't use it until the next one. Not like it's going to be that helpful for them. Unless you've got a hell of a lot of battery and you're very close to the car in front. Solo seems to be pulling away right straight. So he is looking after his ERS a bit better. You can't get too comfortable because I've just seen Atlantics using his battery to try and probably get DRS and Reese down the main straight. I'm not expecting an overtake. However, Atlantics could end up putting Reese under a lot of pressure going through the S's. Oh, Feedback Gamer's actually retired. Safety car. Oh yeah, by the way, I do remember Japan being quite sensitive for safety cars for some reason. But that's not really an incentive to pit. You can stay out. It should definitely help the medium starters. So James could potentially capitalise on this. And yeah, the softs are going to be a bit warm, but if the race should be a one start, there's no reason at all why the soft runners will come in this early, unless you're at the back. While we're under safety cars, have a look at biggest winners and losers. Biggest winner, Collins, up 6 places. And he's a medium winner as well. He could be in P2 by the end of this. Then Fred, 3rd and 3rd. It's not the start I think any of them are going to be after. The amount of practice that some of them are putting as well, not very fair. All the soft runners are coming in. Personally, I would have stayed out, but Jeff apparently seems to know better. Ellie medium, yeah, I was expecting Ellie to stay out. Will they get out ahead of... Well, no, Williams is in. Bradley Ellis staying out. He could jump all of them. Say he could. A bit too far back. Now, I think at that point, Bradley, you might as well have just pitted. Are they all on? Oh. Well, that's an interesting strategy call from F96. I think the hards can go to the end. But my god, they're not a very good race tyre. Just like driving on bricks a little bit too slow. Reese mediums, Solar mediums, they won't... You'd be really pushing it if you want to get these to the end. I expect them to make 20 laps, but not 22. We'll find out if there's any rubber left on by the end of the race, if there would be another safety car, but at the minute it's definitely advantage to these guys. James has got a very good opportunity here. It doesn't even matter whether they're fresh mediums or not. They can hold their own for quite some time. This means that these guys will be coming in at their pit window. They can go on the softs, but everyone else behind probably going to have to pit again, because these mediums won't make it to the end. Well, I don't think so anyway. We'll see what happens. And I'm about to show how unprepared I am, hopefully in this last safety car lap. I'll leave in the company of James. I'm just going to quickly go for a toilet break. I know we should be doing this beforehand, but it was a little bit of a rush to get a lobby together today. So back in a minute, and we'll see you at the green flag. Right, still on the safety car? It's quite late for it to come in there. I'd have thought James would need a little bit more preparation to get ready for the restart. Still check the penalties before they get going as well. Penalties. Harvey saw the drive-through for speeding under the safety car. I might have to serve that next lap, so he'll be quite far down in a few laps' time, but you've got to get on with it. James with a pretty good restart. Colin's not really caught napping, but Ellie with not the best of restarts, stays ahead of F1 Antics. Hopefully she can stay with them, because if Solar and Reese can pit the way through, she can have a go at these guys as Colin's a span. Oh no. That's the commentator's curse if I've ever seen one. Anyway, Bird looks like he's been able to keep it on the track, barring his hard tyres. I need to double check the Mercedes for damage. Looks okay, that's just really unfortunate from Ellie's point of view. Nothing she could have really done. They'll still get a point for P10 though, regardless if you finish in the top 10 or not. In Division 2, as these two are taking themselves out because they don't know how to drive the track. Safety car again. I just want to clarify, they didn't do that on purpose, but the Williams lost it. It was a hell of a crash. Now it means I've got about a 7-car grid to commentate over for the next nearly half an hour. But the fewer, sometimes the better. Bradley getting off softs. I think mediums should be able to make it to the end from now. Yeah mate, it's going absolutely brilliantly. You scroll back about 30 seconds. You'll see what this division's best known for. You might also see what it's known for if they keep getting this close under the safety car. Next race Thursday. This is a main race, like it's literally a round of the championship. Next week will be United States for Division 2. Thugs, if you can reinstall it overnight, I'm more than happy to let you race in Division 1 tomorrow, and we can try and get you in for next week as well. I've still got a feeling that a one to watch is definitely F1 Antics. I'll be amazed but happy if he can bring this Red Bull for a podium. Anyway, we've got more than enough spaces available in Division 1. That's if you can get it reinstalled overnight. If not, we'll try and sort you out over for next week. Do what you can, mate. We'll try to sort something out. And no, I don't want to hear it. He lost it on the grass and then he came back across, but he wasn't really in control of his car. That's just unlucky. Because by your logic of what you just said, then Ellie could have a claim of Collins taking her out or something. But all he did was lose it and then collected. hoping it's going to be a short safety car considering there's only like 7 runners left. Mate, I'm not penalising Harvey for that. More than okay to report it. Right, the safety car's in. Let's go. Gonna be a drag race between the McLaren and the Ferrari. Into turn 1. I know James probably won't yield, and blue, grey, Solar should have left a little bit more space. Not really sure what that penalty is for Collins, unless if he's overtaken before the line. I'll lead down again or he's spun. Oops. Right, Fred trying to chase down Collins. Is this going to be the odd occasion where Collins actually gets another podium? No, mate, if you want to report it, just send it into instance. If you're not sure on how to do it, then just tag with one of the admins and they'll let you know. Track exceeding warning there from Fred. Well, no, mate. Initially, I didn't catch the entire incident. All I saw was the Williams going across the track, and then it collected you. Check the tyre life. Comes to 10 laps, Fred 7. Shouldn't be that much different between them. The Atlantics might have pulled an absolute blinder here, because if Solar has to pit again, Atlantics has a comfortable 20-second lead. Good job, Fred, not risking the lunge into Spoon. And track limits need a little bit more work. We can't really complain because at the minute Red Bull the highest scoring constructor in the race. He's having a look on Collins, and Collins will leave him hardly enough room. Fred, if you feel like you were pushed off the track there, you can appeal that. Just make sure you don't get another warning, mate. Reese coming to the pits thinks the mediums aren't going to be the best for him unless he's got some damage. Not seeing any damage from the front wing, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be feeling something. I'm going to change for no reason. That needs to be put back on old softs, and I don't think that was in the game plan. What did I think of your quali lap, mate? Not bad. Left a bit of time on the table, but I can't be too harsh and like complete amateurs. No offence, mate. A bit more practice. I think you've definitely got the willpower in you to do it. Just keep practicing. You'll get better. That's kind of what this league's for. actually do want to keep an eye on F1 Antics and the gap between him and Solar. Because it is a little bit stagnant at the minute, but give it about another 7 laps or so, those mediums are going to start falling off. Over these hards, they should be good to go to the end. 20 laps around hards at Japan, easy. Fastest lap here from Solar. Oh no, James! No, James, man, come on. Safety car again. I knew safety cars around here were sensitive, but this is taking the piss. Probably not a bad shot for Bradley going back onto the mediums if he has any left. Sorry if there is any lack of commentary from me today, but there's only so much I can do. I'm trying to give everyone a fair amount of time. Atlantics, Collins and Fred all boxing. Hard tyres on the Mercedes. Don't know if that was the call that Collins wanted. Can fresh softs go to the end? I think they can. Yeah, they can. They're going to feel awful, but they can make it. Just because I know that they at least have a maximum tyre life of about 14 laps. So they will feel horrible. So both Red Bulls, they cannot take this for granted at all. This is probably going to help Solar out of it, because just driving slowly, these mediums are going to be in pretty good condition. Antics, mate, if you've accidentally changed tyres, I think you can pit and change them again. I know you'll be like last of the field, however, I don't think it's a bad call, considering you'd be on safety car for a bit. Fresh softs, they can make it to the end. Yeah, Antic, you'll be fine, man. You're still in contention. For top 3 anyway. Somebody might have his work cut out. It's definitely Reese. He's not going to want to be held up by Fred. If you think this race is still boring, believe me, this is, I would say it's just getting started, but we're almost 10 laps toward the end. Yeah, definitely not decided either. So the question now is, can Solar hang on to his tyres? 10 lap old mediums versus 3 laps. As long as Reese can clear that Red Bull, he might do it. When the initial getaway from the Red Bull will be better, I never know, Fred might actually be able to overtake the Ferrari. Safety car coming in, and it is in, so look, we'll lead them away down the straight. Is Fred going to gain on him? He's definitely got the tyres too. And both of them using the overtake. Solar stays ahead on this occasion. And both tyres at the minute are okay on grip. Now through the corners I could tell Fred's got a lot more speed, but he doesn't have anywhere to use it. So look further down, F1 Antics versus Reese. Remember, Antics on fresh mediums versus Reese's 4 laps, so there's going to be hardly anything between them. And Collins has gone off at Dunlop. Turn 7 at the end of the S's. Nah, personally, Antics, I would have just dived it there. Whoever that is who keeps spamming the chat, can you bloody stop it? Let's have a look up here, because Fred might actually get Solar. If he doesn't, save the battery and wait for the DRS. Because those mediums are only going to make the car slower. Honestly, it would be a miracle on top if Solar can get those to the end. But at this point, I don't even care how many people are in the race. Could be 20, could be bloody 2. If it was just between these two, I want to see those mediums finish the race. No, I think he might be done. So, well, I would say he's left the door open, but Fred couldn't get the move done. Oh no, who's that? Ah, Antics! Off in the gravel again. And the pressure's on the both of these guys. Double check the penalty to see where they could finish. Auto through the chicane. Can Fred try and get ahead? Surely that would have been a warning. Because he's may have the DRS. Oh, it's enabled now. Surely Fred would have loved it. You're gonna go word tool into turn 1. I think so. He's just tucked back behind. Those mediums are done. They are dying. Collins with the fastest lap, 132 flat. Solar might have bitten off a bit more than he could chew here. And nearly went horribly wrong. Those curbs are still on the track and they're ready to spin at a moment's notice. Yeah, mate, them tyres are going to be screaming 13, 14 laps, oh my god. Oh, credit there, Solo, just for touching the curb and make sure the car didn't spin. And head back down with Collins. Should be on fairly fresh softs, which he is, versus Bradley's mediums. Collins with plenty of tyre life to attack the Haas. And Collins doesn't even have a penalty. Collins can still be on the cards here for a podium, but he's going to need to pull a lot more than just a few seconds ahead of the Haas. And Spoon isn't really the corner you want to be attacking through unless you let your opponent take too much curb, so yeah, putting him under pressure has worked, and spatial awareness of Haas at least a 1 out of 10, and that's been generous. He's made the move into 130R. Fred now the fastest lap, 131.6. As Athletics caught back up to the Haas. Let's see how a bit of DRS works. Rear wing open on the Red Bull. I think it's, yeah, it is open on the Haas. I think both cars are flashing for battery. Bradley. Not saying that will be your fault, mate, but risk and reward on that. You've got to pick your battles wisely. I think that was one you were going to lose. Connor's now having almost a drive of his life against F1 Antics here. He's got to fend off the Red Bull if he wants that podium, as well as try and reduce that deficit to Reese by at least, well, about 9 seconds almost. Check the battery. Collins a slightly better battery. F1 takes trying his luck through 130R down the inside. Oh no! Collins! That was just a mistake on Collins' part. VSC. Thought Bradley were going straight to it then. Ah, safety car. Another bloody safety car. This is going to help Antics catch back up. Not sure if he has. How many penalties does he have outstanding? Still 6 seconds worth. I think Solar is pretty much guaranteed a win unless if he has to box. Biggest issue for Solar is that he still has to give away the track position. But when he pits, because Bradley and Athletics are still going to be under the safety car delta, Solar can box and still come out in P3. Unless if they all choose to box again, but I don't know how many sets of softs they've got left. Oh no. I know Japan's a bit of a car killer, but I expected a lot better from certain people today. So yeah, not surprised there. Solar has to box. Fred's gonna have his tyres saved a little bit, but come the restart, he'll find himself under attack very, very quickly. He's choosing to box as well. Yeah, not a lot of time lost there. He should be out ahead of Bradley. Bradley actually on for a career best finish here. He's been able to jump Reese. I remember the last time he was here back in season 3 or 4, his best result was like P6 in Hungary. The fact that he's on the edge of a podium, shocking. But good shocking in some extent. I'm proud of you. Pretty much keeping it clean. Can check 3 seconds. Maybe. Just maybe. It depends if anything else happens, man. You could have given yourself some softs to give you a fighting chance. But still, even if you finish 4th, Bradley, that'll be an Nhrl career best for you, pal. Doubt it's even going to be a 5-lap shootout. Maybe 4 laps, so DRS can come back into play. I'd very much assume that this will be the final safety car for the race. I'm excited to see this, honestly. Drive of life here from Bradley. Would it be enough to get you driver of the season? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. It can't be just based off one very good result. Safety car in. Oh, Fred, what's your braking of it, man? Just remember, despite the amount of DNFs, every driver in the top 10 will be scoring points regardless. As Fred leads them away. Alison Solo as he tries to eye up his race rival for the time being. I think Reese and F1 getting Bradley. Those worn mediums don't really stand a chance against the fresh softs. I know Solo's pretty much got it in the bag, but I don't know who else could end up being on the podium here. Atlantic still just have a drive-through. I mean, if Bradley could still stay within 3 seconds of Fred, he'd end up on the podium. Might have to rely on Fred falling back though. Double check those softs again. They are going to fall off by the end of the race. Bradley's medium should be okay in terms of a long race stint. But he's over 3 seconds behind. He's going to have to hope for a miracle if he wanted a podium here now. The thing is with Antics, he's got until lap 26 to serve his drive-through. Otherwise he will be disqualified. I'm pretty sure Alpine won't mind that, even if Antics gets DQ'd. He'll put Fiat Gaming up into P10, then Ellie up into P9. Basically everyone just jumps up one space. Ferrari definitely piling on the pressure now. A couple laps left. Red may be fighting a losing battle for the race win, but the podium's still on the cards. Looks like we got Atlantic serving his drive-through. Yeah, so DRS will be activated, but only for 1 lap. And technically, Reese and Solar fighting for position. Fred Span, no, he's lost it. I knew he'd need a miracle. Not a lot Reese could have done there. Let's hope the Aston Martin's okay. Might have scratched the paint a little bit. And Bradley's actually overtaken him. Marker board's gone flying as well. That one rub of the green that he needed, and he may have just got it. As long as he doesn't get another penalty. Still 1 lap to go though, it's not over yet. And Reese will know that as well, plenty of battery being used, and I don't really blame him. Is he going to gain 4 attempts in 1 corner? Probably not. I think, yeah, Fred has also lost it at Spoon. Oh my god, that's even worse. Yeah, you're allowed to reset your track as long as there's no traffic coming. There's only so much that Reese can do now. Maybe hope that Solar makes a mistake, that he can't afford one himself. I didn't even realise a fight for an Atlantic's catching back up to Bradley. Those softs must still be... Yeah, obviously they'd be working a lot better than Bradley's mediums. Antics, please man. Be gentle. Yellow flag. No, Reese's span. His span coming out of the hairpin. No need for a VSC or anything. Antics man, please be careful. The thing saving Bradley is Antics' penalty count. We're going to head back on board with Solar though. Coming through the final chicane. We run out of words really to describe this man, but dominant, perfect, heroic. Whatever the words might be, he's going to come across the line. He's going to win in Japan. extending his championship lead over Reese, who should hang on for P2. P2 for the Aston Martin. It's going to be P3 for Atlantics on track. But Bradley Ellis on penalty is going to come across the line. He gets P3 for Haas. Bradley's first ever podium in Nhrl. Atlantics P4 for Red Bull, and Fred the Red, the final classified car, P5. I had a feeling today we're going to be something. Yeah, that race happened. Oh my god. I'm really chuffed for Bradley with that. Yeah, I think penalties were expected, just not that many. Alright, full race rundown then. Solar, pole position, fast lap, and the race win. Maximum amount of points possible here on offer from Division 2 today. Reese P2 in the Aston Martin. Bradley Ellis, his first Nhrl podium. P3 in the Haas. Atlantics P4 for Red Bull. Fred the Red P5 on his Red Bull debut for this season. Collins, first of the DNFers, P6. James Killer P7 for McLaren. Harvey on his debut, P8 for Williams. Third game P9 for AlphaTaurian. Ellie rounding out the points, P10 in Alpine. And points scorer today, feared by gaming on his return with Alpine. I think some guys losing it with inexperience, and some people getting collected, and it's not even their fault. But hey, it's racing, it's what we sign up for at the end of the day. Right, I need to get them in. Oh god. Let's quickly head over to the showroom and see if I can do something in time. You telling me? Yeah. Yeah guys, just double check your voices are set to share, because we don't really have podium regulars in this lobby for once.
I know for a fact that Marlon will share.
Alright guys.
Easy.
Bradley, is your thingy set to share?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Let
lad.
me just check mine quickly.
Yeah. I'm going to start off, anyway Bradley, I bet this wasn't what you were thinking when you started loading up the game today. I don't really know what to say. It was surprisingly quite action-packed, considering it was a quite small grid. Take us through your race perspective, and what were the main challenges you had to come over today?
Well, I thought I was going to DNF for one. Also, the tailway wasn't the right way of my racing plan, so I had to like keep swapping and changing. But apart from that, it all went well.
Just trying to keep it on the track and stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Try not to take out anyone.
Yeah, that's always nice. I don't think you had that many run-ins with people, to be honest.
No, it's just those two corners just kept spinning out. Again, like always.
Yeah, I was going to say, the biggest killer of the track today seems to have been the curbs. How difficult of a track is it? And is it really down to the game, or do we feel like Suzuka's always been this difficult?
I think it's just like every year Suzuka's been through like changes over the years, and the game's making it more difficult than the original. So
Yeah, I don't really have a lot else to say apart from, are you happy with the result?
yeah, I'm very happy. I'm just shocked I've got P3.
As well, man. Make sure you let Owen know.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah. Moving on to P2, since we've had the ladies first. Reese. Not really sure what to say with that. I mean, it was good driving from your part, honestly, but I think way too much bad luck was thrown your way for today, and that goes for qualifying as well. You just want to take us through what you were thinking of both of the sessions?
It would have been pole, to be honest. Do I think I would have kept Blue behind? No, he was absolutely lightning today as always. But had that spin starting the safety car because my tyres were cold. It's my first race on no traction as well, so it was a bit of a risky one, especially on Japan. But I thought, might as well start with a tough one. And I was quick, but no, I just made a clumsy. I would have won probably. I don't know if Blue thinks the same, but I was about 3 attempts back, and he had wing damage, so I think I probably would have been able to get him in that last chicane with his wing damage. So it's a shame, but it would have been an absolute robbery if I'd won today. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a good drive from me regardless. It was a similar question to Bradley. What was the most difficult thing to cope with that there today? Maybe it was your traction, maybe it was the curbs, maybe it was trying to avoid the black car.
I think following, for me.
I was dirty air, like that.
Yeah, through the S's, I just couldn't stay on the tail of anyone really. It was just like, I don't know. I was fine with the curbs and all that until the last lap. And I was just like so desperate to catch up with him. I'll just chuck it in, hope for the best. But that was dumb. But live and you learn.
Yeah. Again, P2. Still got to be happy with that, even
Can't
though
complain after the unfortunate.
I know. To be fair, the whole season has been a season of what could have been for a lot of people. But USA next week, a little bit more confident. I know the tracks are a little bit similar.
Yeah, I much prefer USA. I think Japan's probably one of my worst tracks because it's a lot of I don't want to call it a wheel track because it's a pretty cheap excuse, but it is definitely a bit more easy to stay consistent around here.
Facts are facts.
It's the same for USA, to be fair.
I completely agree with you. I think Kota is a little bit more pad friendly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that the next week. Solar, are you here, pal?
I am.
Perhaps the most famous
usual questions, really. You race today, biggest challenges, your race perspective. Was that win as easy as it looked? Because it wasn't exactly handed to you on a silver platter.
My brother Fred, he was rapid on them softs, and I really do feel for him for when he spun it, because it's happened to me before, and it is heartbreaking when something like that happens to you.
Did you not think for a split second that maybe I'm just not going to attack him, maybe I'll lift off so he can get it?
I wasn't attacking him.
You were come nearly the final lap, you were very close to him.
I was close. I had more pace than him, and I had better traction because his tyres were 9 laps old.
Yeah, and the rest of the race though, biggest challenge, I can only emphasise how difficult the curbs are, but I think you seem to cope with them quite well. Not so much in qualifying, but the race, you definitely seem to be up there with one of the most consistent drivers today.
Biggest challenge for me, I'd say, was traction. The curbs were perfectly fine in the race. I knew where to go, I knew where to put the car, and
come on, do you use no traction or not?
I use no traction.
Interesting.
But coming out some of the corners, the traction was pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
And
sorry, I'm just trying to wrap this up at the same time. It's another win. Do you feel like the title is a bit more in your grasp now that you've pretty much you're fighting fair against Reese? Or
I do.
Me and Reese, I reckon it's gonna come down to the wire.
we've still got what 4 races left
5
after
races.
this? Oh yeah. I forgot we're at USA. My
Yeah,
head's
the
already changing to
massive
Division
disruption.
1. Yeah, for Kota, I'm checking the weather right now. I think we're going to fall into the dry spell. I hope the weather is a bit more accurate come next week. But either way, USA, your thoughts on the track?
I love the track.
Good stuff. It's one of my favourites too. Right, if you don't mind, I'm going to round it off there then. Nhrl activity for next week, like I said, Division 2 back again next Thursday, 8 PM for the United States Grand Prix. As for Division 1, their new race of the year, if it goes ahead. USA tomorrow night over on the Division 1 channel, links to that in Discord. If you're not in the Discord, then make sure you subscribe to it and get the notification. As for me, thanks guys for watching, congratulations to the top 3, we'll see you next week in the United States.